What an amazing, amazing group of people with whom we gathered. You shared about why St. Paul's, why it matters to you. And you shared about where you noticed God moving, where you sensed the Spirit. And you said, I want to be part of St. Paul's, part of our congregation. What are we about? Growing in faith, worship God, serve others, welcome all. It's our mission. So you want to do that. And we are very, very excited about that. So I ask you, what is one situation where you felt touched or moved, where you noticed God at work? And this is one big question. Why St. Paul's? The third one, where and how do you want to get involved? Share your gifts and talents in ministry. Brian Heckman.
For me, good morning, everyone. For me, I was at a church before here. It was Brookside. And for me, the people, yeah, they might have been nice, but for me, I did not feel comfortable there. They didn't accept for who you were, sexuality. And for me, I got online on my cell. Me and Tim was there. I had to find a church where we felt loved, we belonged as a family. And this is where I came here to Pastor DeMart. And I truly feel I have a big family here outside my own family. You can talk about anything. So I welcome all you and let me be part of your family. And Jack, I have a question for you. Will you please stand? Now, my talents, I would like to work with you in the kitchen and do my best to help you and give back to other people if you accept me. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Timothy.
I don't know what to say. I like to sing, and I love going to church, and I grew up in church, but it's been a while since I got back in church, and as soon as I stepped foot in here, I felt like, I was loved and wanted, and through the grace of the Lord, I felt like, I can be myself, but at the same time, what I actually want to do is be a part of the church to make affirmations, like cards for people who come here also with disability, as in anxiety problems and depression. So that's why I'm here today. And if you accept me to be the person to make affirmation cards for whoever, need someone to keep their head up or keep their I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of nervous. But you know what? Everyone here, I love everyone, and I feel welcome.
Good job. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jacob Koch, my wife Stacy. You'll get to know her next. I won't take a whole lot of thunder here, but reality is every day God's work is our hands. So no matter what you do, God's involved through your work, no matter what organization you're in. For us, outside of here, we're very active in the fire community, fire service, EMS service. I'm an EMT. So I do have those patients that are critical, and I have to reassure them, we're doing everything we can for you. Sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. But I give it my all every single time. And through that, that's how God's working through me. In terms of the church, my wife was a driver. Tori Stark was a driver to get us here. We come from Sharon down the street. We were the youngest people. So coming to a church with more people our age is nice. But also more importantly, this church has always been known within this community to be very active. And that was something we were missing, or I was missing, because I love the outreach. And the first outreach I participated in here at this church was Habitat with Randy in the Habitat group. So that's one of the things I'll help with the church. I also help on the property and grounds committee, and I'll help try to maintain the building, and also Messy Church and other things, anything with my hands, right?
Okay, I don't know if I can compete with that, but I would say the one thing that really drew me here, that it was one of his pastor's first sermons, which I could tell he has so much passion in his heart that out of one sermon I cried. I've never cried in my life from a sermon, and I thought, wow, So that's one thing I love. And one reason that why St. Paul's? Well, I'm from Falls Church, Virginia, and I grew up in St. Paul's Lutheran Church. So I was there for 36 years. And the church is actually the same, built the same way, structure-wise, everything. So it felt like home. And we were at another church, and we just felt like we didn't fit in. And here, everybody just so accepting, and we just love it here, and so active. And we love Messy Church and all the things, and just love helping people. And and also to thank Tori Stark, because she would but we would run into her at the grocery store every Sunday after church, and she would tell us about St. Paul's, and and so one Sunday he hadn't been going to church, and I said to Jacob, let's try this out. He says, okay, whatever you want. And so we came here, and then after church, I said to him, well, what'd you think? He goes, well, this is our church now. So I was like, oh, okay. So that would be that.
I already had a profession, and another pastor in my life said, I want you to apply to Union Theological Seminary. And I made a deal with God that I was only going to apply to Union. And when I saw the presence of Spirit was when I walked into Union, and I was overwhelmed. I started crying. I almost fell to my knees because I felt like I was home. And that's why I'm back at St. Paul's, because this is my home church. And it's such a pleasure to return here. And what I hope is that I bring with me years of experience outside of here that can be helpful both to your wonderful pastor and to all of you. So I offer you that. Use me in any way you can.
Good morning. I'm in awe every day looking at nature, birds, flowers, trees, and how it all works, and remembering that's all put together in a gift from God for each one of us. I've come to St. Paul's searching for a church, and from the first time I was here, with the opening statement of no matter where you are, or who you are, where you are in life's journey, it was a comfort. And every week I like to read that welcome statement in the pew, just reassurance, and I found a home. I think I can offer some gifts to St. Paul's. Numbers guy by profession, so help John with some things and some of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Good morning. I'm Shannon Wendling. a way I have seen God work in my life is a group of families that really started out as the gentlemen playing trivia once a week, really came together, and we've become a support system and really look out for each other. And we will be spending time tomorrow together. I came to St. Paul's because I was looking for a place where I could be spiritually connected and that was welcoming for my LGBTQ family. And I will be serving on the Finance and Stewardship Committee.
Thank you, thank you. Now, I'm asking you, and Candice Hinckley is another one who just, don't get up, yes. Candice Hinckley said, you know what, I've been here forever. Just come back and serve. That's what you wanted. So you're back part of this group to come back home. So I'm asking you, are you willing to follow the example of Jesus and serve like Jesus? Are you willing together with us to grow in faith, worship God, serve others, and welcome all? If so, please say, I do with the help of God. Now let us welcome them. If you please stand with our response. We welcome you with joy, offer your love and support, that we may grow together in faith, hope, and love, and share ourselves like Jesus in service to others. Please be seated. So welcome on behalf of St. Paul's. I thank God for you. Welcome, Tim. I treasure you. Welcome, Jacob. Bless you. I treasure you. Bless you. Welcome, Jared. And welcome, Shannon.